Excel Chapter 6, pages 310 through 312. All right, on page 310, we are going to learn how to copy worksheets. So, to copy the Quarter 1 worksheet and create the summary worksheet, click the Quarter 1 Sheet tab. You should be on it, but if you're not, just click on it. And then press and hold the Control key as you drag the worksheet to the left of the documentation sheet. Okay, there's something important that you have to know, and it's in step 2. Before you start this, read step 2. It says release the mouse button and then release the Control key. This command will fail if you don't do it in this order, and it's a mistake I see all the time. Students are saying, why can't I copy this? And it's the way you're releasing your mouse and your Control key. It has to be done in a very specific order. Okay, so on the Quarter 1 Sheet tab, put your mouse on top of it. Hold your Control key down and don't let go of the Control key. Then hold your left mouse button down. This is the copy command. Now, drag the worksheet to the left of the documentation sheet. Did you see that little triangle pop over? I don't have a free hand to point it out to you, but there it is. Now, release the mouse button. Now release your Control key. Boom. You made a copy of the Quarter 1 worksheet, and it's going to be named Quarter 1 2. That 2 is to show you that it's the second version of it. It's the second copy. So that's all you have to do. Now, if you have a real issue dealing with that Control mouse button thing, by the way, you can always right-click a sheet tab. See where it says Move or Copy? You can click on that, and you can indeed copy with shortcut commands if you struggle with that Control and mouse button situation. All right. Step number 3, rename the Quarter 1 copy worksheet as summary. So we're going to go to this one right here, and we're just going to double click the name, and we are going to name it summary. When you get done naming it, please remember to hit your enter key to make it take the new name, and then you'll see that we renamed it as summary. Move the summary worksheet between the documentation worksheet and the Quarter 1 worksheet. To move it, you just get the white arrowhead pointer on top of it, hold down your left mouse button. Now this is a move, not a copy, so there's no Control key involved. Pull it one time, right there. Let go. If you miss, just try again. It's just pulling and moving and dropping. Okay, just don't use a Control or Shift key with it, just the left mouse button. All right, make sure your summary worksheet is the active sheet, and it is because it's white. In cell A2, enter 2013, so 2013, enter. In cell B2, enter theme park ticket sales total. Theme park ticket sales, and we don't want Quarter 1. Gone. Total, and press your enter key. Select the range B6 to E12 and just press your delete key. The Quarter 1 sales data is removed, but the formatting remains intact and will display the combined sales data for all 4 quarters when we enter those formulas shortly. All right, you need to read about referencing cell ranges in other worksheets. Particularly, you need to know what the exclamation mark means when you see it in an Excel formula, and what to do when you have any file name or sheet name or whatever it is you're referencing that has a space in it. Because remember, you can't have spaces in things. And if you look at the name Quarter 1, you've got a space between the R and the 1. Therefore, in order to use that in a formula, we have to compensate for that space because Excel is very picky, doesn't like the space. So make sure you read what's on the top of page 311 so you'll understand what we have to do to make this work in the formulas, or else your formulas will fail. All right, once you've read all of that, we're going to drop the bottom of page 311 to enter the formula that references the summary worksheet. Click the Quarter 1 Sheet tab. Press and hold the Shift key, and then click the Quarter 4 Sheet tab. Ensure that they're all selected. Quarter 1, Quarter 2, Quarter 3, and Quarter 4 are all in white, and in your title bar you should see the word Group next to the file name. All right, once you have all that done, move on to step 2. Click cell A2. This is a cell in which you want to enter the formula to display the fiscal year. Type the equal sign to begin the formula. You know you always do that. Click the Summary Sheet tab. Click cell A2. The reference to cell A2 in the summary worksheet is added to the formula in the cell A2 in the grouped worksheets. Now look at your formula bar. You can see it right here. Equals from the summary sheet A2. Right there, that's your enter key on the formula bar. Go ahead and click it to accept that. The formula equals summary exclamation A2 is entered in cell A2 in all worksheets in the group. The formula appears in the formula bar and 2013 appears in cell A2. Flip the page. Step 5. In each worksheet in the group, verify that the formula appears in the formula bar and 2013 appears in cell A2. So we're just going to go through and click on each one and make sure it's there, and it is. Switch to the summary worksheet. The quarterly worksheets are ungrouped. In cell A2, enter fiscal year, space, dash, which is right next to the 0, space, 2013, and press your enter key to accept it. The descriptive label in cell A2 is entered in the summary worksheet and is also displayed in the quarterly worksheets because of the formula you entered. Verify that the label fiscal year 2013 appears in cell A2 in the quarter 1 through 4 worksheets. Okay, so right here we entered this, and remember that in each worksheet this cell equals whatever we put in A2 on the summary worksheet. So you just want to pop through and make sure they're all there. Then click back on your summary worksheet, click your save icon, and you're ready to move on to the next video.